Hi, welcome to the Team Karen Show.
Welcome everybody back. Sorry we missed last week. Life got crazy. And you might actually hear people while we podcast tonight because our house is busy.
It's lively.
It is very lively. So we got a fun episode today because I have a fun questionnaire that I heard another podcaster do. And it's the Proust Questionnaire. Mike hasn't seen the questions. We've not pre-rehearsed any of these answers, so enjoy. I'm excited to see what you're gonna say.
Here we go.
I'm excited to see what you're gonna say. Okay. Question number one. I think there's like 35 questions. Let's see. Question number one. What is your idea of perfect happiness?
What is my idea of perfect happiness?
These are deep questions, by the way.
I was going to say, I'm not prepared for any of this.
Yeah.
What is my idea of perfect?
Idea of perfect happiness.
And you're going to ask me all these questions?
Yeah, we have to go through them both.
No, but I'm not going to ask you any of these questions?
No, well, Proust is asking both of us.
Oh. My idea of perfect happiness. I don't know.
You have to know what makes you happy.
You caught me off guard, though. Yeah. How about you go first?
My idea of perfect happiness would be probably like our family dinners. Sitting at the table, everybody's like laughing and having a great time. I feel like that's just bliss. That would be like my everyday. My idea of perfect happiness, pinnacle happiness, was standing at the Disney castle post the final show with all of the children and the grandbaby, and I like hysterically cried. That was probably like peak of the mountain. Right there.
So my idea of perfect happiness, I was not prepared for a deep questionnaire.
This is so fun though.
Yeah, but I wasn't prepared. You didn't give me no warning, nothing of like what the question.
When do you have warning with me ever anyways?
But nothing about what the questionnaire was going to be like or anything.
I don't know what Proust is
like sample
asking.
questions
No.
so I could be prepared.
Nope.
So perfect happiness would be spending time with the family, enjoying each other, but also I like to adventure and see new things, so traveling has got to be in there too.
Oh, I like that answer.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your greatest fear?
Heights.
Heights?
I do not like heights.
Mine is abandonment.
Abandonment. Okay.
I have rejection issues.
I went to
so I feel
heights.
Like my greatest fear is being rejected.
Because I like heights because we went on that ride at that, what's that ride called? Sky Screamer?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I had a panic attack.
A little bit.
I don't like heights.
Yeah, he doesn't. But I don't like to be abandoned. I don't like to be rejected. Get rid
Yours is much deeper than mine.
That is my fear.
Oh.
I think if I was going to do like a physical fear like you picked, for me, it's obviously, we've talked about it many times, is water.
Yes, you do not like water.
Do you have an emotional fear?
Emotional fear? Emotional fear. Yeah, everybody's probably got emotional fear. What is mine? Being... I don't know. Being, there's so many things running through my head right now.
Pick one.
I can't nail one down.
Your biggest fear?
I don't know if I have a biggest fear. They all just kind of roll in together. Well, we'll leave it at that.
Okay. We can go with that for now. But we might come back to it.
All right.
All right. What is the trait you most deplore in yourself?
What?
What is the trait you most deplore in yourself?
I don't know.
You have to pick one.
What is the trait I most deplore in myself?
Yeah. You disapprove of in yourself. Express strong disapproval of something is what deplore means. Because I had to Google it.
Sometimes I have a short temper. My temper gets a grab at me sometimes. Gets a hold of me sometimes. Short temper.
Okay.
I don't have it all the time, but sometimes I have a short fuse.
Okay, that's fair. I would say mine used to be that I was I would have a temper, but I feel like my temper is pretty good now. I would say I hate that I'm so naive. I'm way too trusting, and it gets me hurt more than I'd like to admit. Okay, so what is the trait you most deplore in others?
The trait I dislike in other people is probably when someone comes off way too cocky.
Oh yeah, you hate that. That's true. That's true. You don't like that.
Yeah. I don't, that's probably the one I hate.
Yeah, that's your trigger point.
Yes.
I think what the most deplore in others for me is gossipers.
I can see that,
Yeah, makes me a bit batty, because then I feel like I have to avenge. It feels like justice is not being served or somehow. So I would say gossip is a problem for me, and yours is cockiness.
Cockiness, yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Which living person do you most admire?
Most admire?
Yes.
You.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, from where you've started to where you come, to everything you have done to end up where you are, I admire you.
That's really nice.
And that wasn't a cheesy answer either.
You didn't even get prepared. That's so nice.
No. Well, there you go.
Now I don't know. Do I have to say you?
No. I'll let you off the hook. You can't include me in your answer.
No. Which living person do I most admire? Okay, if I'm not going to pick you, which I love you and adore everything about you, I would say the person that I most admire is... I feel like there's so many people. I admire a lot of living people, but I would have to say my papa.
Your papa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a good man. He's like full of integrity.
You've said that a couple. Yes.
So honest. I feel like I hope to be as honorable and as he's just a stand-up human being. He's
got really good qualities. Yes.
Yeah, he's just like that, like crazy good person. I think Nanny really helps make him look amazing as well. So it's hard to not pick Nanny with him, but because you know what I mean. Like she gives him a lot of clout, but yeah, I'd say Papa. Okay, what is your greatest extravagance?
My greatest extravagance.
For me, my greatest extravagance, I'll go first because I already do it. My greatest extravagance, which I feel like isn't too much of crazy, I like my Ipsy bag I get every month. I feel like it's a bit scandalous. So I feel like that's my greatest extravagance. But although I feel like I get like fitness stuff, so I don't know that I'm super bougie, so that's not really the... You're so humble. I don't even know what your extravagance.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't really spend a lot of money on, say, myself. I guess it would be probably my greatest extravagance would be traveling.
I thought for sure you said boat. Because that's yours.
Yeah. Well,
traveling could fall under mine too.
Yeah, but there's not too much I buy for myself.
He doesn't. He's extremely humble, for sure. I will give you that. I, however, try to be like, my greatest extravagance might be my animals as well.
Oh, yeah, all the animals. All the chickens, the cats, the dog.
Quails. Fish. I do like animals. Okay, what is your current state of mind? Oh my gosh, I want to ask every person this question. It's so interesting. I'm like hanging off a cliff for your answer.
My current state of mind.
I know what mine is. Jami is first.
Sure, go ahead.
I think my current state of mind right now is growth.
Growth. Well, yours, again, is deeper than mine.
It's your current state. Like, where are you in life right now?
I'm relaxed right now.
Does your current state of mind is relaxed?
Yeah.
Like, every day you feel like overall more than anything you're relaxed?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
There.
Okay. Relaxed. I like that word. Okay. What do you consider the most overrated virtue? I know what mine is.
What's that?
I think the most overrated virtue, the one that I feel like I tried too hard to do and it backfired. So I feel like there might be some sort of like perspective here that's my taintedness, is I think niceness is an overrated virtue. I feel like people are always like, oh, hi. And then people are like behind your back and they're like, so I feel like niceness is two-sided, and I think there's too much niceness going on, except for it's not genuine. So for me, niceness, I get suspect of.
Overused virtue.
Yeah, overrated.
Overrated. Jeez. Yeah. I was going to say, like, being overly nice, but then that's sort of what you did, and
you can say the same thing.
Being a people pleaser.
Oh.
Yeah.
So being
the people that are different people. I'm trying to explain. People that are different people when they hang around different people.
Oh yeah.
They're not true to themselves.
Different masks and such. Yeah, I understand that. Okay. On what occasion do you lie?
What occasion do I lie? What occasion do I lie?
I know when I do.
April Fool's Day?
I think that I will lie. I will lie to if in a certain situation, probably not all the time, I feel like I shouldn't all the time. But for you, I like to fabricate a story. Like I'll spruce it up.
Oh.
To get like his attention, I'll like I give it some flavor. So technically, is that considered a lie? Probably, but I'll pump up a story. Yeah. I'll pump up a scenario for it to you because I like to be dramatic.
I don't know if you're not changing the story per se, but I don't know if I count that as a lie. I feel
like I would do that.
Do that? I lie to myself? Or what? Is that what you said?
No. On what occasion do you lie?
On what occasion do I lie? Oh, I lie. The occasions I lie to myself is when we got to do these workouts, and I'm like, I'm too tired.
Okay, that's fair. When you lie to yourself, that's a really good answer.
It's because I don't want to do it, so I try to convince myself that I'm too tired.
Sure.
But I know I have the energy to do it, because if I want to do something else, I'd have the energy to do it.
I think people.
But I lie to myself to say I'm too tired.
Oh my gosh, I feel like so definitely I would lie that time too. I do also feel like I lie, and I hate this when I do it, and I'm like, stop doing that. Is I'm on the Enneagram a 3, so we are like a performer. I will agree to save peace, even like when I'm talking to someone, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's great. Even though deep down, I don't agree.
You're like, no.
No. Yeah. I don't want to hurt their feelings.
People.
Yeah, and I don't want to rock the boat. And so then I'll be like, yeah, sure, like that's great. Like it takes me, I'll be like, I can't say no. And then I'm like, my back's against the wall. So I don't tell the truth, like, about who I am as often as I would hope for. I'm working on it. Hence my word is growth. Okay. What do you most dislike about your appearance?
My hair.
Really?
Yes. Because it's starting to recede.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know. No, my hair has probably got to be the number one, you know.
Okay, my dislike about my appearance is, obviously, I think all girls want to lose weight, but I feel like I don't like the wrinkles that I'm getting that make my face look angry. That bothers me a ton. That makes me annoyed. Okay, so which living person do you most despise? Do we have enough time? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. Let's start the roll call. No. I don't know if there's... I don't know if there's one.
I think for me...
I'm trying to think of, like, all the people...
Not to pinpoint somebody specifically, for me, I think any living person that abuses or hurts a child, I despise.
Yes, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's...
If you've hurt a kid, person. I feel like game over.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single person.
Yeah.
No.
I think for me, the demographic is if you hurt a child, like I'm straight despise.
Yeah.
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 What is the quality you most like in a man?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What's the quality I most like in a man? Hardworking.
Really?
Yeah. If I had to pick one right now, I guess hardworking.
For me, it's integrity.
Integrity. All right.
What is the quality you most like in a woman?
Quality I most like in a woman. Well, if I'm looking at you, it would be honesty.
Oh, honesty.
Yeah.
For me and women, I like gravitate to loyalty.
Loyalty. That was gonna be my next one.
Like, I think if I think of men and I'm like, oh, that, like, Papa, I'll gravitate to, like, I definitely was looking to find somebody like Papa, which is what attracted me to you. And you have a lot of his qualities.
Oh, well, thank you.
And so I integrity, it just sings a song of my people. And then for girls, it's completely flipped, where I'm like, I love that hardcore ride or die. Like, that for me is the song of my people. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
I really like that question. Okay. Which words or phrases do you most overuse?
Which word or phrases do I most overuse?
Yeah. I think doing this podcast and that I had done lives prior, I started to see some of my own quirks, like, because I have to rewatch things and, like, or I would have to edit things, so I get very familiar with certain things that I do.
Someone else might be better able to answer that question, because I'm thinking to myself, like, what words do I use every day or phrases? And I
think you do more of things like, oh, really? You'll do that a lot to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll go, you'll go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah. You do that a lot. What do I do?
Okay.
One time you caught me and told me a phrase that I said all the time.
What's that?
I had this joke and I thought it was hilarious. And I used to pretend like if I did all the dishes or what, so it was just something so small. And then I'd pretend I had a microphone. I'd pretend I was on a stage, and I said, I'd like to thank all the little people I stepped on to get here. I used to say it constantly, and you go, here comes the joke. And I was like, I didn't say it no more.
Yeah,
you burned my joke. You made me so mad about it.
That's right.
I think what I do...
Look at you and your memory.
What I do overuse is that I touch my hair a lot when I'm talking because I get nervous and then I fidget. So I know I do that for sure. I've touched my ponytail. Somebody's probably going to go back to be able to count a lot of times. Okay. What or who is the greatest love of your life?
You.
Some people don't say that either. That was an easy one. We just skipped right by that. When and where were you happiest? I think we capped off. I was at Disney with everybody.
When and where?
Like my heart exploded. I cried so hard. That was the happiest I can remember ever being in my whole life. When we took the,
I'm not gonna say Disney. Yeah, but Disney was great. But I'm gonna say the whole Florida trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. I was so elated. You know me. I love Disney and characters,
you love magic and
oh my gosh, the whole thing was just too much. And it was all of their first times and your first time being to Disney.
Yes.
So their awe
the
and
excitement.
wonder of spending the day together and being there, and we just were all in this very euphoric state, and everybody's eyes were so lit up, and I was like, you can't get any better than this. Be tough to top, that's for sure. But hey, let's top it. Which talent would you most like to have?
Which talent would I most like to have? Like, are we talking like superpower talent? Or are we just talking like
I think
a personal talent?
Personal talent.
Alright. A talent I would like.
I would love to be a phenomenal singer. I would sing the grocery list. I think it's a talent I'd like to have.
You'd want to be a singer?
Yeah.
Look at you whipping out there. I was thinking something small like...
You've always wanted to play guitar. I thought for sure that's what you were going to say.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
See? I'm unprepared, so I don't know these answers.
I mean, too.
Guitar's a good one. I was going to say that, but I was actually...
Would you just, like, rip around, like... Like, is it an electric guitar or is it an acoustic guitar?
Acoustic.
Oh, it's just... Blah, blah, blah. You're jiving.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But I was going to say I would like the talent of being better able to work on vehicles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Although, if I could actually have a talent, singing would be fun because I feel like I could use it all the time. I would love a photogenic memory.
Look at you whipping these things out.
Just side note, we've watched Suits and that just felt like that could be good. It could be helpful. Okay. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
If I could be more vocal.
I'm
really reserved and quiet, so I'm, as you probably can tell, I'm more of the quiet one.
People think you're...
Takes me a little longer to answer the questions.
Technically, you're quiet, but most people don't know in our real existence that I'm kind of an introvert. You will be like, let's go, we can go hang out with and do things with other people, and I'm the one that's like, we'll sneak away and be like,
by
no.
ourselves.
And how many times have I been like, yeah, let's do this, and I'll like try to get amped up, and then I look at you and be like, make them all go home.
Yeah.
Like,
let's stop this.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I won't. Ask my mom too. I used to do that as a kid. I'd be like, everybody sleep over, and then I'd go and be like, make them leave. Like I'm actually in my day-to-day, I'm much more introverted than I am extroverted.
It's very true.
I think it helps me stay balanced. One thing, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? I think for me, it would be to, I don't know how to say it, be more true to myself without guilt. I always feel guilty to not be what that person wants me to be for them. And then I feel like I always would, I'll sacrifice who I am and my views and opinions to make the people around me feel comfortable. I wish I did that less and just let the people that love me the way I am, and then let the rest of them fall by the wayside. You don't like me, and that's okay. I'm getting there. I'm working on it. Okay. What do you consider your greatest achievement? For me?
Being married for 22 years.
I was going to say married.
Oh, I was going to say being married for 23 kids. That's probably your greatest achievement.
I would say being married. Yeah. Not that it's hard to be. I'm not trying to drag down being hard to you. Like, it's an achievement. I was dragging you around. I'm not trying to make you
surprised you made it this far.
I just feel like it's a a world that doesn't really applaud
long marriages.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think people in general clap like, oh my gosh, congratulations, you've been married that long. But I think all in all, I think people are like, well, like, do what you want. Like, I think day to day, if I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I can't do this, or your mic's busy or whatever. I think in the day to day, people are like, well, like, screw him. Or like, I'm sure you get it too. Well, like, she can't tell you what to do. Like, nobody's like applauding the actual grind of a relationship. I think they applaud the years, not the actual work.
Yes, it's
if
true.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's very true.
That's how I feel, anyways. If you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would it be?
A person or a thing?
Mm-hmm.
What would it be?
I'm
going for a thing. I'm just trying to think of what the thing I would want to be.
I am hands down coming back as a house cat. They live a life of leisure. If you get in the big enough house, it's bougie.
I was going to say, I come back and be a plane. I get to see the world.
What if you break down? I just was going for comfort and solitude, daytime naps. You know, like, you know, give me a back rub, but
Snuggles
like no
up.
more. Yeah, I want to be a house cat. Where would you most like to live?
In a warm climate.
Which one?
Where would I most like to live? I don't know if I have a country per se.
I'm living in Venice.
Where?
I'm living in Venice, Los Angeles.
Oh, I was going to say like...
I feel like it's overrun right now or whatever, but like, I mean, you know, the guy that owns the Simpson house that lives there, his house is gorgeous and there's canals and the weather's so amazing and the ocean's right there and there's all these really cute restaurants. I'm living right there.
I was going to say like Australia.
Oh.
Something like that.
Well, that's nice too, but they got so many spiders.
That won't bother me.
I don't want the spiders. They're like the size of plates. I'm out. Ugh. What is your most treasured possession? You.
Okay, you beat me to the punch.
I need my wingman. What do I do without you?
I was gonna say you. I don't really
Who's gonna do all this crazy stuff with me?
I don't really have too many like possessions.
Okay, if I had to pick something other than like the people, my children, my husband, my big grandbabies,
You're gonna pick something?
Yeah, I think treasured possession that I own in the home, like something I own, are the pictures, but those are going to all become digital, so then they're in the cloud anyway. So I think like a possession that I would love is I have my grandma Huckle's chest.
Yes.
And then that's important to me. I'd probably have to like get that out of the fire. And then I have my papa's hockey skates. And that's important to me too.
Yes, you do have that.
So
if I'm going to choose
like
a thing.
And I have some, I think pictures are overall, but.
I was going to say pictures, but I don't have anything else.
No.
Like it's just like chairs, TVs.
Yeah, nothing crazy. We're not really hoarders of things, I guess. What do you regard as the lowest depths of misery? The steep. What do you regard as the lowest depths of misery? I feel like, does it have to be like what you imagine it would be, or is it like something actual? I think for me, what would to me imaginably be would be the death of a child.
That would be very hard.
That would be
I
feel like would
hard.
be the depths of misery.
I gotta agree with you. Except, how do you come back from that?
I don't know.
That would be very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like hypothetically that must be, that's what I would imagine. What is your favorite occupation?
My favorite occupation?
I would say I love doing like this podcast and stuff like that.
Like my favorite occupation I do, or my favorite occupation in the world?
Either. Doesn't matter. Whatever you think.
That makes it so much broader.
Well, you clearly want to be an NHL player.
My favorite, I was going to say, well, heck. get paid to be a hockey player, that's got to be your favorite occupation.
It's perfect. I love doing this.
Yeah.
I think that I love cheerleading people on. You know me.
Yes, you do.
Okay. What is your most marked characteristic?
What do you mean most marked characteristic?
I'm reading the question. I don't even know what that means. What is your most marked characteristic? I don't get the context of the question.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean by
I'm
that.
going to skip it. If anybody knows what that would mean, elaborate. I'll answer. What do you most value in your friends?
Honesty.
I value, I'm thinking of my close, dear flock of ladies. I gave them all a picture of a chicken because we're a flock of chicken ladies. Loyalty. It's back to
honesty, loyalty.
Yeah, they're loyal. I feel like to find people...
And they have your back.
I think for me, it's important to have somebody in your corner that... people that talk about other people in a negative way, and then that person is like the ear you can drip that verbal puking on, I can't stand. So to have people in your corner who are like, wouldn't allow the discussion of that behind even when you're not there, then I feel like that's what
that's the type of people you want in your corner.
Yeah.
People that are going to back you even though you're not there.
Yeah.
The people that will stand up for you
in
a situation that you're not present in. Those are the type of
I'm
people
very fortunate to have friends like that. So since we've already discussed that my top fear is rejection. So they're soothing. Who are your favorite writers?
Favorite writers?
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't start reading books till probably about 60 days ago. So I'm not a
That's true.
huge book reader.
Well, then what's your favorite book right now that you've read so far? That you like the cadence of the writing?
I'm reading the book Relentless right now.
Yeah,
so that's probably my favorite one right now.
Tim S. Grover?
Yeah.
Tim S. Grover is, that's a good book if you haven't read a book.
Yeah, so that would be my favorite book right now. Since I'm only on book, 3 or 4, so it's not very...
Yeah, but 4. Yeah. Tim S. Grover was Michael Jordan's personal trainer. And his
trainer of multiple athletes.
Yeah, yes. But where he began was Michael Jordan. And he is... he's come from an interesting background. I would agree. I was going to say Tim S. Grover is probably one of them. I will say whoever helped, or if he wrote it by himself. David Goggins' book, that writing, that whatever that cadence was, I didn't ever put that book down and not feel motivated. And that's what I'm looking for in books. So I think those two for motivation. I've done a lot of Beth Moore studies. I love her. I love her thinking and the way she can draw things parallel and then get your brain thinking, which takes a ton of creative writing to get the reader to come to the place of recognition of that answer. So I think top one is definitely Beth Moore, writer for me. I do like Lisa Revere, Kristen King, and there's quite a few of the writers that I do like also. I'm trying to think. I feel bad that I'm not giving them all recognition. Lisa Revere, Priscilla Shire, great writers. Anyways, okay. Who is your hero of fiction? Oh, you know me, I love movies and fictional characters, and I love getting lost in La La worlds for sure.
Who's my favorite fictional character? Hero of fiction?
My favorite hero. Oh,
Batman.
Shoot. Yeah.
No, that's mine. Batman.
You like Batman over Superman?
Yes.
You are Superman, though.
I know, but you guys...
I got him a Batman costume.
You guys call me Superman, but when I was younger, I watched all the Batmans.
Okay, Batman. I have so many. I feel like the logical answers is I obviously love Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel. I love Iron Man for like heroes. But an unlikely hero, which probably nobody's gonna know this part of the movie, is in the movie Ewoks. There's this old man, and the bad guys killed Cindel's parents and her family, and then Wicket, the Ewok guy, I'm so geeking out right now. Wicket had Cindel, and they broke into this house, and then the old man ended up taking them, and he ends up saving Cindel and Wicket and getting her on the spaceship and back to her, off of Endor and back to her original planet. So I always really looked up to that old man because he saved Cindel. Sydney, our Sydney's lucky her name's not Cindel, because I loved that character. So the old man that saved Cindel, I would say would be, I watched the movie probably 3 billion times. So him. And if you haven't watched Ewoks,
a little backstory
do it.
To go with it.
Okay. Which historical figure do you most identify with?
Honestly, I don't really research historical figures.
I know we do like watch a lot of history stuff, but I feel like the historical figures that they pump are normally villains.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that one.
I don't think I have one either.
No.
So I'm with you on, I'm not sure. Okay. Who are your heroes in real life? That's such a deep question. Heroes in real life. Heroes in real life.
You. Because where you come from and where you are now. So that takes a hero spot.
That takes a hero spot.
And then I'll say heroes as a classification, people that make a difference, a significant difference in someone else's life.
Okay. I have some real life heroes.
All right. You got?
I do. I think so. I really do. You by far are a real life hero for sure. Step in the gap. That's huge. Like the actual knight in shining armor type of hero. So you for sure get that badge. Thank you. I would say our mums are extremely heroic in their endeavors for what they battled, because your mom and my mom were both teen moms, and being a teen mom myself, I know what that takes. So I am grateful because their heroic endeavors mean you and I are in the flesh today, because there's a lot of people who would have preferred us be aborted. So they're extremely heroic. I would say that Nanny and Papa are heroic, having a daughter pass away and still staying married and being genuine, loving, kind, and they're not bitter, and they're very sweet, and it's unimaginable what they live through, and yet here they stand super strong and amazing. So that is definitely in the hero category. And I would say my best friend, she is quite the story. She definitely would also fall in the heroic category. So I would say those are some
good heroes.
They're heroic. Yeah, I would easily fall in heroic, far more than any fake character. So I would say those are, I'm thinking and making sure, yeah, that's my heroics. Yeah, I validate those with a sticker of heroic. You have been knighted. Dubbed heroic. Okay. What are your favorite names?
Favorite names?
Names. Like, what's your favorite name?
Michael.
You love your own name?
No, I was kidding.
I was like, oh, wow. That's cool.
Favorite name?
Okay, what's your favorite name?
Jeez. Well, I can't pick any of the kids' names because then that's picking one kid.
You can pick them all.
Yeah, but I meant like you just pick one. You said name. Favorite
name. Well, it
says
names. You can say names.
Oh, favorite names. My kids' names?
Those are your favorite names?
Yeah, I don't know if I have any other names.
There's no other name. You're just like, you know what? I've never met a bad blank. I like that name.
I've never met a bad blank.
Like that name.
Oh, like because they associate that with all
like good people. I just thought there'd be like a name.
Oh. No, I don't have one. Do you?
I think I love all the kids' names.
Outside of the kids' names, you have a favorite name?
I love all the kids' names. Those are my favorite. That's why I named them their names. I think, but if I had to like boil it down to one name has like strung in our life so hard, and that I feel like it's just fitting. It's in my name.
What's that?
I think I gravitate to the name James.
Oh, because it's circulated.
It is.
The family.
There's so many, and it doesn't even mean to. It just is so around all of us, and I do love in the Bible the name James and its meaning and its origins, and then I like the study
I was like,
James.
what name are you going to choose?
I just like the name James, which I feel selfish because I mean it's Jamie, but
pull a name out of anywhere.
Yeah, but I love all the kids' names because their second letter of all their names is a Y, which then they're connected, so that makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the kids' names. And we gave them each 5 names, which I know is musical, and I don't even care. I love it. I love it. Mm-hmm. On my side of the family, all of the boys got 5 names. It was very traditional. I don't know where it started, but it was extremely traditional that everybody had 5 names. Your first name, 3 middle names, and a last name. And no girls. Every girl got 1 middle name, but the boys all got 3. I thought that was extremely sexist, and you know me, it has to be fair. Sydney is the first girl to have first name, 3 middle names, and a last name. And I'm not even sorry. I don't think they enjoy it, but it was tradition. My brother has 5 names. My dad has 5 names.
Yeah. Make fun of it once in a while right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm
sure, sing a song.
I'm sure when they sign their license and stuff, it's like... really, Mom? But yeah, everybody has 5 names. It's traditional, and so I've given everybody all of my favorite names have been handed out, so I'm good. What is it that you most dislike? I think hypocrites and shady people. Shady people make me nuts.
And liver.
I wouldn't even try liver, so that's fair.
That just came out because we were discussing liver at work.
Oh,
so it was
gross.
kind of in the mind already.
I think what makes me the most fired up is people who waste their energy discussing other people.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want to live life so full. So I feel like you and I just did a bike ride and we did 10.5K and it was in under an hour. So I'm thinking, in the equivalent of somebody sitting there whining for an hour, you could have pulled out 10K on a bike ride. That would have been so much more.
There's so much more to do.
Yeah. Yes. Like so I think that makes me, annoyed.
Yeah.
I think go do something. You've literally limited time on the planet.
Yeah.
Why
entertain yourself with something else?
That?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What is your greatest regret? My greatest regret is not actually playing sports in high school. I let the bullies bully me out of that, and I love running and I love stuff like that, and I never did any of it. I did cheerleading, but I should have ran and got some coaching, and I think I'd be better off right now if I had.
My greatest regret. Oh, wow. Not going to college.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
What? It's fine. It all worked out now. But I don't know what else to choose.
Till they read my book.
But then,
then they would feel
I was
bad.
like,
oh.
If I was to choose one right now, I'm on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Maybe, well, going to college, I guess, maybe.
You gave that
things could have changed a little different at the beginning.
Sure.
So that's probably, to make life easier at the beginning, probably going to college would have been a smarter move.
Oh, but that's sad.
What is it sad for?
Because we did things right now. It does. So, it is good.
It's all good. I'm not complaining.
Okay. How would you like to die?
How would I've never thought about dying. So, if I was to die...
Fun fact about me. I'm like, we need to buy plots. We need to I want to buy my own headstone. I'm very morbid that way.
I don't want pain, so how about I just want to die in my sleep?
I know. I feel like I wanted to say something cool, like, yeah, I want to be whatever.
Skydiving.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
And then,
No.
I don't want to say skydiving because I want to do it, but
that'd be bad.
I want to be old and in my sleep. It sounds
in the
cliche,
sleep.
but
In the sleep.
I agree. That's what I want to do as well.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. What is your life motto? What's your motto in life?
It's changed. But
okay.
It's changed. But right now it is be happy, smile on my face, and live or try to live every day like it's your last day. Enjoy life. Have fun.
Yeah.
Get out there, see things, do things, and don't let anything hold you back.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Mine would definitely be live.
Yes, live.
Live.
Go out there. There's so much to do.
I feel like I wasted way too much time.
There's so much to do out there.
Yeah.
Go adventure.
Live.
Go see it. Go do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, go and live.
There's
Life
a whole
is too
assortment
short
of things to do out there for everybody.
I assure you, Netflix and binge watching can wait. If you get out there.
Whether you want to sightsee, you want to hike, you want to bike, you want to go
garden,
whether you want the thrill vacation of skydiving, amusement parks.
Have chickens.
Tons of things out there.
Yeah, go. I think my life motto right now is live.
Yes.
If it doesn't fulfill me anymore and bring me, if it doesn't bring me purpose, then I don't participate anymore.
Yeah.
I can't.
Right.
If it's negative, I'm out.
Yeah. Go out there, live, be happy, put a smile on your face.
Absolutely. Yes. So that's that. Thank you, Proust, for the fun questionnaire. It was a fun little blip. Yeah. In coming up podcast.
I totally was not prepared for that questionnaire, as you probably can tell.
Me neither. I didn't read it.
And you think faster than I do.
I do.
Yeah.
It's one of my gifts. Coming up, we're going to talk about, we're in the middle of doing a Tough Mudder Avengers Challenge. Next time you might see. When we talk about it, I'll get dressed up in character. Ooh, that'll be fun. We'll talk about that on a future episode. So tune in next week for that. This week we'll talk about 75 Hard because we're at the tail end of that. And I finished 75 Hard, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and done the cold showers. I would probably use a cold bath with ice now without being so hesitant because it did help release my muscles. Other than that, the meeting the strangers sucked. But I'm proud to say that I did a challenge that took 365 days. So that's done and done. And I'm now part of the Live Hard program, champion people.
Boom.
I still haven't had any alcohol because I'm still working out. But we're in the middle of the Tough Mudder Challenge, so technically I'm doing that as well. Mm-hmm. You are on day
68, something like that, 69. I'm almost done.
Done on Tuesday. Is Tuesday your last day or Tuesday's your first day done?
Tuesday is the day that I don't have to do it.
So Monday's your last
day.
Work day.
Yeah.
He's close to doing 75 days. What do you have to do tonight? Read?
Read. That's it.
So we're coming close to the tail end of 75 Hard. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
He's been doing amazing. And now we're on a Tough Mudder virtual challenge, which I was so excited to do, and we'll talk more about that next week. I cried physically when we signed up. I've always wanted to be a mudder, so welcome you to the Mudder family, everybody, because we're tough muddering, and I'm very excited about it. So we'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about the Tough Mudder and what it's about and what we've been up to, and I think that's a good place to wrap it up.
All right.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate everyone, and we will see you next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.